Hello, I'm Laura, the Mystical Healer. Welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. We have our 3 piles here for you to choose one. Something a bit different this week with our charms here. So pile 1 has the clock, pile 2 has the airplane, and pile 3 has the set of keys. So take a minute, feel into which one draws you in the most. And I will leave the timestamps in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you're interested in a private reading with me, you can also find my website to make bookings with me. With that being said, I look forward to seeing you in your reading. Hello group 1 and welcome to your reading. If you chose this little clock, then this one is for you. So I'm getting a message with this one of a certain situation that you might be facing or going through at the moment, and it's just going to take a bit of time. So either it'll sort of, whatever the conflict is or the situation is or the hardship is, will sort of smooth itself out over time. And just a message of trusting in that timing and just putting your trust in divine timing and knowing that everything will happen when it's meant to happen. Okay, so let's get into your reading. We're starting off with past energy. So have a look at what comes through. We have the Page of Swords here. So I'm getting an energy of someone who's been sort of curious about something and wanting to learn new things about an area of interest. And we've got the 7 of Pentacles here as well. So with this thing in particular, you knew that you had to sort of start your way at the bottom and work your way up. So you have sort of put a lot into like either studying or just learning through courses, but you've worked on something and you've worked up the skills and knowledge in an area. we've also got the Page of Wands here, so I feel like you've really put yourself into experiences to learn as well. So yeah, really trying to get involved in as much as you can to put yourself in those situations where you're just experiencing as much as possible. So yeah, we've got, you know, you're kind of swept up in something at the moment that's really piqued your curiosity, and yeah, really kind of taken you away with it. And you are working hard at it, but you do also understand and realize that it's going to take hard work and dedication, and it won't be like a straightaway instant success. It'll take time to build up. Yeah. And start paying off for you, whether that's, you know, money, or in another sense of paying off, you know, things can bring abundance into your world without necessarily being about money. So I do feel like, you know, it's something that will bring abundance into your world as well. And it will just keep growing and growing, that abundance coming back to you. Okay. So looking at the current energy now, we have the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like you've been in a situation here where someone has sort of tried to paint you a different way. And it's not necessarily on purpose, but it's like they're comparing their lives to your life, and they're not really understanding the different perspectives in everyone's different lives and different experiences in life. So they've got this perception of you, and it's not quite accurate. But it's not about what you're doing. It's more about their own personal things, and their own life. So you may feel like you need to dull yourself down or stop what you're doing, or, you know, that you're not allowed to step into the limelight, or, you know, yeah, the spotlight. You're not supposed to be the one in the spotlight, but you are. So don't doubt that, and don't hold yourself back from being who you are, and doing, you know, you're passionate and you're acting on it. So don't let this stop you from keeping on dedicating yourself to what you're passionate about, because you're on to good things, and, you know, the abundance is already starting to show up in your life. So definitely don't stop on a accord of anyone else's opinions about who you are or what you're doing. And I feel like now is the time that you're really stepping into your power and being able to own a little bit of confidence in yourself that you haven't had before. So yeah, just really getting used to speaking up and using your voice instead of running away, you know, shutting off from it, putting up a wall, avoiding the situation. You know, you're actually addressing things as they naturally need to be addressed instead of running away. You're communicating through it, even though it may be challenging for you to use your voice and say it how it is, and get your real thoughts and feelings out there, out on the table. That's really scary for you. That's really uncomfortable for you. It's not something that you're used to, and it's something that actually I'm feeling like it's quite scary for you because of your past. You've been told that your words don't have value, or when you speak up, no one really is listening or really cares. So you've kind of been conditioned and learned to be quiet and not speak up. Keep your voice down, kind of thing. So you're in this period of your life where you're stepping into your true voice and being able to really use it, and being able to work through relationships and situations by using your voice and standing in your truth and really coming into your own power with your voice. So, I feel like you have done everything you can do in this situation. And I'm getting back to this clock here of like whatever this situation or conflict is, it's sort of just something that will smooth out over time, or and it will resolve, or it will just take more time for the situation to get better. Okay, so there's not necessarily actions that need to be put in place just yet. It'll just, it'll either just sort itself out over time, or it'll just be okay after a little while. Alright, so looking into the future energy now. Okay, so we have the Sun and the Queen of Wands here. So this is definitely just, confirmation that you are on the right track. You're doing good things. So with the Queen of Wands as well, just keep stepping into that passionate energy, that sort of, you've got, you're inspired, you've got a purpose. I feel like you're someone who's done a lot in your life. But you've now reached a point where you really feel like you have a purpose, and there's a reason behind why you do the things that you do, and you dedicate yourself, and you show up, and you give it your all, and there's a reason why it's so magnetic to other people as well, and it draws other people in, and your energy has an effect on other people, so it inspires other people, and people are going to be looking at you, noticing what you're doing, and I feel like that's part of this kind of conflict here, where like you don't feel deserving of this like abundance and this happiness that you're creating. And it's like other people are almost telling you that, that by you succeeding, it's taking away from their success, or, why is it always about you? And it's like, and it's kind of sad because like, that you deserve everything, and that this is coming from just like a pure, authentic place, out of pure love and passion, and like it's like I said before, it's nothing that you've ever experienced or done before in your life. So, you know, you can't see why others don't feel like you deserve that. So you've really just got to keep at what you're doing and focus on why you began. Focus on why you began. And just know that you are worthy of stepping into the spotlight. Like, there's enough spotlight for everyone. You don't have to share yours. Okay. So, looking at what is going to be the challenge here, what may be blocking us in this situation. So, we've got the Six of Swords here. Okay. And also the Two of Wands. So there's definitely some kind of choice or decision coming up where it could go like one way or the other. And I feel like this is connected to the timing thing as well. Like, it's going to go one way or the other, but you don't need to necessarily make any actions or do anything else at this point in time. Like, it'll just naturally go down the path that it's meant to go. And with this Six of Wands, I'm just feeling an energy of just like, it's kind of changing, like this situation will be changing. And it will just be like a sort of natural change that's meant to happen. Once again, there's no need to force anything to happen or, you know, make any decisions or choose to do anything differently to push it along or make it go down the right path or anything like that, because, you know, I feel like the universe will just be naturally coaxing it along to where it needs to go and pushing it along to where it needs to go. So yeah, it's definitely just a case of trusting in the timing of the universe and, you know, the will of the universe in this situation, and making sure it goes where it needs to be. Also mentioned with the Six of Swords here, it's sort of like a necessary kind of transition, or just like a natural flowing into something that is actually flowing and working better, and like it's like coming out of this darkness, like something's going on that's not quite working or not fitting anymore, not relevant anymore. So it's just like kind of like a period of time where things are getting a little bit shaken up, or just things are just coming back into an alignment with the current phase and the current needs and wants of the people involved, the community, the, you know, whatever the situation is for you, the relationships. So looking at what we need to let go of and release. Okay. The Eight of Wands is here as well, and I feel like this is just, you know, we need to let go of any kind of control or you know, the need to make things happen. It's all just about like letting things naturally flow and unfold how they are meant to. So we've also got the Empress coming out here, and what we need to let go of is just, you know, the outside noise. We need to let go of playing into that or buying into that energy. Like anyone else's energy that may be ill-intended, or not even ill-intended, but just, you know, if they have certain perceptions or opinions about us, even if they may not be doing anything, you know, it's still, you know, you still got those thoughts playing on your mind, or they may have said some things that play on your mind, and, you know, they're a bit cryptic or possibly even manipulative. So, you know, that's what makes you feel like you're not appreciated, or that you are not valued. So it's really just blocking that out and staying in your Empress energy and making sure that you keep on building and nurturing what you're passionate about and what you're learning and growing here. Yeah, and just putting all your love and energy into what you're creating, and that abundance coming and growing from all of your efforts. Okay. And we've also got the Queen of Cups here on what we need to let go of, and I feel like any attachment to this situation or these people that is personal, just let go of any of that, because yeah, definitely shouldn't take any of it personally, because it's more of a reflection on themselves, and like they need to do the work through this, more so because I feel like you've done a lot of the work and like inner reflection and emotional healing. So you're at a good place with it all now. So yeah, you really just need to let go of any attachment to that emotional energy and just be in your own energy, and, you know, do what makes you happy and fills your cup. Yeah, just keep pouring that energy into the right places. Okay. So looking at what will help us through this situation. I feel like we've got the Two of Swords here, so this is all about just focusing now on what is important to you, what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to create. And yeah, with that sort of clarity and focus, just put all your energy into it, and I feel like it'll be like really good outcomes, if you do that, and don't get distracted by any of this drama or outside external stuff that's going on. Really just go inwards, and, you know, everything comes from within. So you've got to be at a good place to be able to pour all that good energy into what you're doing. And we've got the Five of Pentacles here as well. So I feel like you've got to value yourself and what you do enough. So don't, you know, undercharge yourself, underprice yourself, but also be generous, and remember why you started it in the first place. And, you know, you just want to share so much of your light and love, I feel, So keep that in the forefront of everything that you do. As long as, as long as you're fair to yourself and don't sell yourself short, yeah, you've still got to be mindful of that. But because you can only do so much, right, for the amount of energy it takes and that you put into it. So yeah, make sure that you also don't give away everything, I guess, and always come from the heart. And you doing this for a reason, whatever it is, to help people, to create whatever it is for you. So always come from that place and give where you can. Okay. And you've also got the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like along sort of matching with the energy of the Queen of Swords, how you're stepping into your power. I feel like this is just an extra message from Spirit, just to say, keep it up and keep trying. Don't let this be the only example where you're doing this and stepping into your power and speaking up and speaking your truth. Just keep doing it in as many situations as you can and find yourself in. Okay. Let's get some oracle messages for you today. We have some oracle of the Shapeshifter. You got Pose, Brave, Flight. You're going to be offered a chance to do something out of your normal reality, and instead of thinking it through again and again and analyzing its risks until you are immobilized, Pose, Brave, Flight asks you to take the suggestions of another and fly high. There will be a message that comes to you via a text or an email, and it will be up to you whether you respond or whether you ignore the call. This could be a trip where air travel is involved, or an experience where you must allow uncertainty to enter your life, because your life is being overcome, being slowly killed by all the safety. Take the chance, travel, explore, and overcome a fear of flying. All will be worth it, for you will discover something wonderful about yourself in return. You are brave and capable of greater things. Okay, we also have one from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. You got Witch. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are just going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you're being invited to the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? How can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answer. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light you were born to share. So beautiful. Okay, we also have one more from the Divine Intuition Oracle, and you got your channel. Your channel is like an antenna that connects you to the universe, your intuition, and your angels and guides. A strong, healthy channel will connect you more clearly to your guidance and make the messages easier to understand. A stronger channel makes you more intuitive. The stresses and strains of daily life can cause your channel to become blocked, tired, and even split or frayed. while underuse of it can cause it to weaken or narrow. Regular use and maintenance will help your channel become clear and will benefit you by feeding more energy into your chakras and boosting your intuitive muscle. In its healthy state, your channel will look like a beam or column of energy and light, usually glowing gold and white. It connects you deeply into Mother Earth so you feel stable and grounded. It stands to reason that when your channel is strong and receptive, your ability to tune in to your guidance will improve. Nice. That is everything I have for you, Group 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know how it fit and resonated for you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye. Hello Group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the little airplane here, then this one is your reading. So with the airplane here, this could mean that you are having a holiday at the moment, literally on an airplane sometime soon, going on a trip. Or I do get an energy of like you being a very adventurous, kind of thrill-seeking person, or for some of you that you've just got some adventuring to do at the moment, getting out there and doing things that you know have had on your bucket list or your to-do list for a little while, and you know, just having some fun adventurous times. So let's get into your reading with the past energy. So we've got judgment coming out here, and I feel like this is a time where you have really come to some realizations about the world around you, and kind of woken up to your situation, and faced some hard truths about your situation that you did not understand previously, weren't aware of previously, but now you've realized and you've woken up to what is going on around you. And you've also got the Hermit here. So I feel like you've really pulled back your energy to really disconnect from the pain and the hurt of the situation and the people around you. You just really needed to shut off from all of that for a period of time, and focus on yourself, and getting through that a hard time where you're having all these realizations, and it's kind of shocking to piece together the truth and the reality of the situation. So we've got the Six of Wands coming out here as well, and I feel like this is like kind of like the same energy of judgment, like you've realized the situation and you can kind of see that you weren't in the right place, or that these energies that you weren't dealing with were not very healthy, so that, and you're needing to break away from that. You're wanting to change your life. You don't want to be associated with any of that anymore. So I really feel like it's like removing yourself from all of that toxicity and negativity in your life, and really now looking to the future and like the light, and what is right for your life and yourself. Okay, so coming into the current energy here, okay, so we've got the Page of Swords coming out here. And I feel like currently, like, you are wondering about what's on the other side of this. Like, this is a life that you've known for a little while now, and it's, something that you're used to, like this life. So yeah, you're kind of wondering now what's on the other side of it, and like, how can I create this light in my life? How can I make this world the world that I want it to be, and that actually works for me? And you've got the Page of Pentacles here as well. So I feel like this is a bit of a new beginning, or a new chance to really pour your energy into the places where you want it to be poured into, and live your life the way you want to live it. I mean, I feel like you've got like certain ideas about how you want to set up this new life for yourself, and what kind of life you want it to look like. And right now is really about getting those things right from the start, and building it up so that you can get to where you want to be. And I've got the Queen of Wands coming through here as well. I'm getting a message here of like not being too hasty. Like, I see you have a lot of big ideas, and like you have a lot of excitement about the way you want things to turn out in life. Right? So yeah, you've got this buzz about you, but it's kind of like, hold your horses at the minute. Like, don't get too carried away. Like, things are not going to be a fast occurrence of events from here on in. It's going to be, you know, you're going to get where you want to go, and I see you making like steps and progress towards it, but it's going to be a bit of a slow haul, a bit, you know, a little bit of an uphill battle. So yeah, it's just going to be one of those things that you have to go through, and you have to get through those hard times, and you know, there'll be times of waiting and not knowing. So yeah, it's not going to be a situation that like resolves itself very quickly or straight away, or like, you know, action happens one after the other, news updates, like it's not going to be quick like that. It's just going, you just gotta, you keep that passion but let it unfold naturally. Yeah, and go with the flow of the universe a little bit there. Okay, so for the future energy we have the wheel coming out in the future energy. So I feel like this is you once you've got through all this hardship and this like turbulent kind of time where like you're trying to work through it, and it's like a bit up and down, a bit unsure. But I feel like you're reaching here the turning point, and like things, you're getting answers, you're getting resolutions, so you're able to move past all that and into like this new journey for yourself. So I think this is just to encourage you that it will get there. You know, you've just got to keep going through it at the minute, but at one point it'll all stop, and you'll be clear, and you'll be moving forward in this one direction without, and you'll leave all the rest of this stuff behind, and it won't worry you anymore. Okay. So we also have the Two of Swords here. So I feel there's a message here of moving through this situation with sort of a bit of balance and a bit of, you know, thinking about the future. I do feel like, you know, you don't want to worry about the future too much, but like really thinking about life in the future and how things are going to look in, you know, 5, 10, 20 years time. Yeah, just I feel like there's a need to not think of things only in like the current perspective, but really looking at how things are going to work out over time and in the long run as well. And separating yourself from like how you feel right now, because you know right now you are still in pain and you're still grieving, yeah, and not in the best place. So you know, you've got to sort of take that pain away from it, and like and feel like once you get into a good place, how are you going to want to see your life then? Like once, you know, all this hurt and stuff goes away and things are feeling much better, when you look around at your life, how do you want it to look then, you know? And we also have Justice here, so I feel like this is a message like to also relieve your mind a little bit about the outcomes, and know that justice will be served in this situation, and you know, the light will be shed on what really went on, and you know, why things unfolded the way they were, the way they did. So you know, everything will be revealed, and people will know the truth. you don't have to force that upon them either. So you don't feel like you need to explain things to other people or persuade other people of the truth, because they will get to know the truth over time naturally in their own way, in their own experiences. Yeah, you don't have to explain your experiences to them, because they're going to need to have their own experiences, or their own understanding of it for, you know, them to know the truth or them to understand the truth. Okay, so what might be the challenge for us here? Okay, so challenge here is really learning to use your voice and speak up, and just being firm in your truth and what you know is right and real. And it's just a time where you're going to be really learning how to step into your power, and that you really matter, and you know, your life and your world is not dictated by somebody else. You know, you dictate your own life, and you are going to be the dictator of your own life here as it unfolds. Okay. We also have the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords here. So the challenge is, you know, continuing on from the current place that you're in, you know, dealing with this toxicity and this hurt that has been caused upon you. So yeah, it's just a lot of healing. It's just going to be a huge healing process and a huge healing journey. So definitely get into whatever you can to look after yourself. There may be things calling you at the moment to help you heal, that you can hear them loud and clear, but you may not be partaking in them at the moment. So whether that's, you know, self-care things that you really should be doing for yourself, make sure you do those. Or, you know, healing things, like whatever it may be. Going to see a counselor, you know, going to get some Reiki, whatever sort of healing that you are needing and that is calling to you, that you've been looking into. Yeah, just keep trying to get yourself to that, and do those healing things for yourself, even though, you know, very painful to have to go through, but you can do it. Yeah, and you've got the Seven of Swords here, so I really feel like it's just a lot of processing of the emotions of, you know, those themes of betrayal and trust and honesty, and, you know, working out how you're going to be able to trust again and heal yourself and repair yourself from this, and be able to, you know, have a healthy relationship with yourself and others, and your relationships in the future, and creating these healthy patterns and behaviors in relationships, because obviously they haven't been so good in the past, and now you're having to work on them in the future and make sure that you get it right in your future relationships. And we have the Knight of Wands here as well. So I feel like there's an energy of just like being really, you just have to throw yourself into it, you know, and pick it up. Don't feel like you have to have everything planned out in advance. Just go with what you feel is right and that you know you need to do, and figure it out along the way. Like, I feel like you'll take to it. Like, I just feel like I see this horse here and the drums, and I just see you like jumping onto the horse, and being able to deal with it and do it, once you just jump on. Okay. So what do we need to let go of and release here? We have the Three of Swords. So it's just really releasing all of that pain and heartbreak and repairing yourself. Really focusing on, healing your heart, stitching up those wounds, and looking to the future. So, you know, closing out this cycle is what you really need to do here. And I feel like that is the hard step for you at the moment. I feel like you're kind of coaxing along or floating along at the moment. You know that like things are not going to pan out well, or they're not really going so well, but you're kind of really scared, and you don't want to go through, you know, any more pain, of making that transition into this new world that you are about to step into. So you know you need to get there to this new chapter, but it's just making that leap and getting yourself there and on the right track. Okay, so what do we need to focus on, and what might help us here? So we have the Magician here, so an energy of, you know, you have what it takes, and you know, it may not feel like it right now that you're able to deal with this, but you know, just take that leap, just go in this new direction, and you will find this magic energy that you didn't think you had, this capability, you know, this strength and this ability within you. You know, you'll find all of that within yourself that you didn't think you had. You also have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers here. So I really feel like this is really just about falling in love with yourself here, and falling in love with this new life that you're going to make for yourself, and you know, really falling in love with the person that you are, and just having this beautiful relationship with yourself. By creating this new life for yourself, you're really nurturing what you want in life, and nurturing your authentic self and what you love in life. You really have the opportunity to do that now. So we also have the Seven of Cups here as well. So I feel like this is just dedication to your healing journey, and dedication to yourself and your personal growth, and this, you know, new life path, new journey that you're on. It's just dedicating to that, and letting this new life take shape. And I feel like there will be a sense of wondering, like, when good things will start coming back into your life. But just have faith and keep your patience, because it will come. We have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here as well. So yeah, I just feel like that cements the message of like good things are to come for you, and you know, you will start to see that momentum. Just focus on where you're at now and focus on yourself. And yeah, you will eventually start to see abundance and success and positivity coming back into your world that you've created. Okay, so let's get some oracle messages. We've got one from the Oracle of Shapeshifters. You got strange companions in stranger places. You have a great power within you, the power of your creativity, your imagination, and your dream self. You're going through great changes, and it seems to you like you have no power. But if you use your imagination, if you truly get creative about how to deal with new people and places, who you can be and what you are capable of, you will shine. You also have beautiful, strong allies who have accompanied you on this journey and who will not leave your side. They may bring inspiration for drawing, for daydreaming brilliant stories, for knowing how things should look, for being able to write the most ethereal music, or for dancing as light as a feather. Whatever your gift, use it to head into and become more familiar with this new territory and explore this strange new place where you have chosen to begin a new life for yourself. No more hiding. The adventure is one which is taking place now, and you are a part of it all. There will be unfamiliar sights and emotions, and a great many strange feelings will come up for you as you wander. But there will also be riches, mysteries, cultures, great artistic moments, and the chance to create a world for yourself, a world you have imagined into life. You are not alone on this journey. Reach out your hands and feel the protective warmth of all the other beings that have imagined into life. And danger? Yes, there will be danger. Snow White and Alice know all about that. But all is well. How could it not be as you live this new life in this full and wonderful way with your great creativity and your courage in full bloom? Beautiful. And we have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. You've got Fire Guardian. Connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. The Fire Guardian represents the angels of fire. Fire is an energy that many people are afraid of, but shouldn't be. Burning desires can lead to great expansion. Allow the Fire Guardian to help you awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desires. When this card appears, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by spirit. Okay, and you also got the navel chakra, which I think ties in perfectly with the fire. A healthy navel chakra helps you to feel validated, so you know you are supported and you belong. It invites you to connect profoundly with others. Located in your lower abdomen, your navel chakra represents deep feeling, deep meaning, and deep connections, and can be like a crucible for creativity, sexual energy, manifestation, and abundance. This chakra also feels heavy and congested. You may try to overlook the stored energy you can carry around in the navel chakra and in this area of your body. It is the chakra of family, and its beautiful orange glow invites you to connect profoundly and warmly with others. Treat them like family, whether or not they are related to you by blood. Inviting the healing ray of rich orange light into your navel chakra will do you good. Instead of ignoring this part of your body or feeling self-conscious about it, let the flower of your navel chakra blossom again and become colorful, open, and admired. Many of your deepest longings and fears can be buried here, but it doesn't serve you to suppress them or hold on to them. Stand up out of your chair and swivel your hips. Dance. Fertility, family, sexuality, creativity, intuition, and abundance are all connected with your desire for deep fulfillment. Indulge your senses by wearing a stunning piece of amber or carnelian. Decorate your room with glittering pieces of citrine and red jasper. Call on the goddess energies within you and the natural world around you to ignite the fires in your belly. That is everything I have for you, Group 2. I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Please let me know in the comments how it fit and resonated for you. I'd love to hear. And I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Bye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose the little set of keys here, then this one is for you. So I feel like there's a message here of something hidden. Something hidden away that you haven't realized yet, or something that needs to be unlocked within yourself. So, yeah, unlocking something within inside yourself. Alright, so let's get into the past energy here. For you, we have okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups here. So recent past energy I'm feeling is like you've been in a good place in your life, like you have found your happiness, you've created whether it be like a work-life balance that you want, you know, a family that you want, a career that you want. You know, you're happy with that where you are at personally. And we've got the Ace of Wands coming out here. So recent past energy, I feel like you may have started a new project or a new job, or you know, a new project or some kind of personal endeavor. You've had sort of like a push to do something, to create something, to learn something, to start something, and you really put yourself into this new thing. And we also have the King of Wands. So I'm getting an energy of like you're really wanting to step into this King of Wands, and you know, you've jumped into this new idea or this new project or this new work, however it fits for you. You've jumped into this new thing, and you know, you sort of thought it was going to like make waves and get people's attention and be like this new big thing. But I'm sort of like, I'm getting that it didn't really take off, or that it didn't really catch people's attention the way that you hoped. Okay, so looking into the current energy now, we've got the Three of Swords coming out here, and I feel like this thing that you wanted to be successful and it hasn't really turned out the way you were envisioning or hoping. It has really caused you a lot of painful and hurt emotions, and it's been quite hard for you to accept or go through. And we've got the Emperor coming out here as well, and I feel like you've kind of been looking at this and it's like you feel responsible, or that you need to take responsibility for the way things have gone, and maybe you need to make some decisions, or you know, put an end to certain things or start something else, change it up to find what's going to work for you. But yeah, it's kind of like you've had to have these hard truths or hard self-realizations, and make these decisions, you know, to be a bit more sensible and maybe not get as carried away as you were. And to actually think a bit more practically and logically, take the emotion out of it. And we've also got the Page of Wands here. So I'm getting an energy of like how you expected it to be at the beginning, or like going into this new thing, you kind of just started it and you thought, you know, like it would really take off, it would be really easy to like gain momentum and get people's attention, and like it would be really popular, or you know, something to that same effect, however it resonates for you in your situation. But yeah, it definitely wasn't kind of like this easy, effortless experience, and I think you realize now that you need to like rein it back and come from a different place to start off with, because I feel like that's what's missing, is like the reason or the passion. It wasn't quite right, or it wasn't quite there in the right place, or where it was meant to be when you first started, and now you've got to sort of like strip it back, start again, reevaluate before you try again, or before you continue on, because I feel like there's a lot of realigning to do, and a lot of soul searching, and like really looking deep within yourself and inside yourself on like why you started this in the beginning and what your reason would be for you to keep going as well. And I feel like it's like related to this key thing, like it's something within you that you know, but you haven't accepted it, or you haven't really unlocked it yet, so you're not seeing it yet. You're not seeing this thing inside you that really needs to come out. And you're not realizing that like the way you went about it wasn't quite right or in alignment with you. You haven't, you're still kind of working that out at the moment, I feel. Because it's not like you're trying to be fake or inauthentic. It's not like you're trying to be someone that you're not. It's just coming across that way because it's not coming from a genuine or authentic place. It's not coming, it needs to come from deeper within. There's still a bit of soul searching about your purpose and what you want to achieve out of this. And once you get to that reason and that desire, I feel like that's going to be the secret to unlocking your potential and your real like authenticity. Okay, so looking at the future energy, we've got the Tower and the Ten of Swords as well. So I do feel like there will be a moment in time when things come to a bit of an ending, like I don't know if this will just be, for some of you it'll be an internal ending, like you've come to this realization, you've unlocked what you needed to see, or for some of you it could be an external thing that happens, like maybe someone confronts you or points something out to you, and it kind of leads to this like everything crashing down, and you needing to reevaluate and restart. So it's really going to be like how you pick yourself up from that, because it will hurt. I feel like you've already got the Three of Swords here. There's some pain or emotional, personal pain here that you're processing. So it's definitely going to be like a painful transition to move through. But it's really going to be all about how you move through it and how you step onto a new journey from here. Okay, so what is going to be our challenge here? Okay, so we've got the Hierophant coming out here, and I feel like this could be to do with this kind of thing that you're not seeing, is like you now need to step into this Hierophant energy more for yourself, and create this wealth of experience and knowledge for yourself, because I feel like maybe part of the issue has been that you are kind of, it's not like you're trying to copycat other people, but you kind of like just attaching yourself to what other people do, or you know, riding along the wave of what they do. So that's why it's not coming across authentic. So as much as you learn from other people, and it's fine to, you know, do the same things as other people, but it's really about putting your own stamp on it, and you know that authenticity will shine through when you do that, like putting your own stamp on it, making it your own thing, like will sort of make you stand out above the rest or set you apart from the rest, you know. That's what makes you different and special and unique is, you know, you may do certain things and things may look a certain way that is exactly the same as others, but you have this essence that's like pure to yourself, and that's what really shines and brings out your personality and brings out what people love and enjoy about you. Okay, so we've got that Empress coming through here. So I feel like this is about like embodying your own Empress energy, but also really I kind of feel like a uplifting tribe, community, like circle, like women uplifting other women vibe. So I feel like that is what you need to really work on. Like what might be blocking you is like you are putting a lot into making, you've got to put a lot into making your world abundant, and nurture your world, but you are underestimating the strength that comes from, you know, lifting others up and, you know, building a tribe, and like you're all lifting each other up. Like, yeah, it's sort of like that connected energy, like you're all one and you're all rising as one. Okay, so we also have here the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm getting a message of like, this is a bit more specific. It could be in relation to like a job, or yeah, something that you do or create, or a project of yours, but it's like something that you're making. Make it how you want to make it. Like, don't make it for other people, or don't create out of like the thoughts of like what do other people want, what do other people want me to make, what do other people like, what do other people want to see. Make it for yourself, like make it how you want to see it. I feel like that's really going to be a key in getting back to your authenticity, is really, yeah, it's like what you do in your own life, or in your own world, or how you would appreciate what you're selling or what you're creating, and what you're putting out into the world. Do it for yourself first. Come from that angle and that place first. I feel like that's really going to be a big thing for you moving through and being successful. Okay, so what do we need to let go of and release here? Alright, so I'm really getting an energy of, we've got Seven of Swords here, so I'm really getting an energy of like, is it really the way you're seeing it? And a real need to shift your perspective, or yeah, learn the perspective of other people that you're dealing with in this situation. So yeah, you may not be seeing things from other people's perspective, and perhaps even having a conversation or bringing to light certain things in your situation or with people that you're dealing with, and asking them, like pointing out to them what you're perceiving and your understanding of the situation. And this might uncover some truths or some things that you didn't realize, and it might really help you see things differently and for the way they really are, instead of like these notions that you have in your mind. Okay, so we also have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups here. Okay, I'm feeling like a stagnant energy of just not really knowing what you want or how to get it. So yeah, I'm feeling like you need to step outside your comfort zone or switch things up and come at things from a different angle, which may not be something that you're used to doing, because I feel like this really kind of stuck in your way. Not real good with like things that are unfamiliar with you, so maybe just like you really need to work through that, and your courage, working up to it. You also have the Knight of Cups here. So yeah, I feel like this is like you kind of lost the love and the passion at the moment for what you're doing and why you're doing things. So it's yeah, I still feel like you're processing a lot of emotions, but eventually you need to get to a place where you can like put excitement and passion into what you're doing again and feel fulfilled by what you're doing again. Yeah, because it's not feeling like it's filling your cup at the moment. So yeah, it's got to get back to that place where what you're doing is bringing fulfillment and enjoyment to your life. Okay, so what do we need to focus on? What will help us here? We have the High Priestess here, so I'm getting a message like this is a good time for you to really open up your channels and your connections to spirit, and really working on those intuitive senses and picking up on vibrations and energies around you will be really helpful through this. I feel like you do have some of these senses, and you do have a sense of intuition, but it's a time now for you to really work on practicing these things. Specifically, dedicate yourself some time to work on these things and practice your connection to spirit and your intuition. We also have the Moon, so again, connection with the key of uncovering these things within yourself, or these truths that you haven't realized yet, and it'll all sort of be unfolding and revealed to you. Okay, and we have this one here as well, the Devil. So I really feel like this one is about that mind frame that you're in, because you're getting caught up in like like I was saying before about you needing to understand other people's perspectives and gain more understanding and knowledge of how they've experienced things, and that'll just help you understand the situation a bit better, because I feel like that's what's missing. You're not really, you know how you feel and how it feels to you, and you're trying to process and deal with the pain and hurt, but you haven't asked, or you haven't inquired or investigated into the other side of any of this. There's always different angles in certain situations. There's always two people in relationships, so it's just investigating the other side of things a little bit more, and that will really help, because at the moment you're really stuck in your head, and you've got to be a bit more open to things and come from a bit more of a higher perspective. And with the High Priestess here, definitely that, connecting to your higher self, and you haven't quite got there yet. And the moon, like, it's all about getting to that place of, reaching that higher sort of vibration. Okay, so let's get some oracle messages for you now. We've got one from the Oracle of Shapeshifters. We've got the Butterfly Ferrets. I am reborn. You have changed and are at a very new stage with very little experience. While the Butterfly Ferrets celebrate you and your transformation, they are watchful. So they send you these alerts. Aware, young ones, to keep safe your borders while you find your feet. Shake off the shock of birth and set your new direction. You will be protected at your most vulnerable. You will not turn back. You cannot go back to the womb. You cannot go back to sleep. You cannot be as you were, because you withstood the tomb of the cocoon and have resurrected in this lifetime. You are beloved, and the Butterfly Ferrets celebrate who you have become. Okay, and from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, got the Shapeshifter. You may have been through many challenges and lows, but you are now in a space of transformation. You are moving beyond your past challenges and honoring your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you to see how strong you really are. You are an amazing soul who can change and transform in the ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. You are guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. And you also got interpretation from Divine Intuition Oracle. You have drawn this card today to encourage you to interpret guidance from your heart space rather than your head. Have you ever had an unexpected thought, vision, or dream and wondered, what does this mean? What am I meant to do with this? Have there been times when you acted on your intuition, but the results didn't make sense? We've all been there, because interpretation is part of the learning curve. When you feel confused by a message or prompt, the best thing you can do is to get out of your head. Analyzing it will only push the magic of the message away, because your monkey mind will want it to make sense. Bring your attention back to your body, breath, and heart. When you settle into this way, you might encounter something surprising. You might understand the message or the meaning more clearly from your heart's space. It's not that the guidance doesn't make sense, it's that the logical mind refuses to accept it. These are the aha moments that can generate the breakthrough or shift you have been seeking. So that is everything I have for you this week, Group 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comments how it fit and resonated for you. I'd love to hear. And I look forward to reading for you all again next time. Bye, Group 3.